Hi, Girls Inc. community. My name is Grace Beckman. My pronouns are she and they, and I'm a program coordinator with Girls Inc. of the Pacific Northwest. Today, as part of our SMART curriculum, we're going to be talking about some tips and tricks for time and stress management. We've all transitioned to working and learning from home, and we know that y'all have a lot on your plates. We've heard from some of our Girls Inc. youth who want to know how to deal with these transitions. They want to know how to manage their school, work, family, social life, and self-care. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about what that looks like and how to get through these challenging times together. Tip number 1, make yourself a weekly schedule. Fill out the things that happen each and every week and that are routine for you. Example, homework at 9 a.m., Girls Inc. office hours every Wednesday at 4 p.m., and FaceTime with your friends every Friday. This can create some consistency in a really inconsistent time. As well, you can make room for the things you enjoy. You can make time to talk to your friends, to craft, or just to watch TV and relax. This can be a really great way to make sure that you're still taking care of yourself even when you're busy and even when things seem pretty overwhelming.
Tip number 2. On the back or bottom of your calendar, make a to-do list. Find time in your schedule to check the biggest priorities off your list. For example, if you know you have to submit an assignment at the end of the week, block off time on your calendar. Split it up into smaller chunks so that you don't lose motivation. Make sure you don't overload your week with to-do list items. Instead, try to pick 3 big priorities that you'd like to accomplish each week.
Tip number 3. Each week when you're making your schedule, make sure that you're leaving enough room for the 3 S's: school, social life, and self. I want to pay special attention to that third item, self. We're going to get to that more in the 5th tip.
Tip number 4, make time for fun activities and self-care and make sure to put them on your calendar too. Blocking off time for self-care or things that bring you joy can help you get through some of the items that you might otherwise procrastinate doing. Example, if I know I need to clean my room or do laundry, I make sure to give myself some free time or balance it out with social time. If you're feeling like you're constantly logged in, try and pick activities to balance your screen time. Disclaimer, you do not need to earn self-care or things that make you happy.
Tip number 5, be flexible and adjust as needed. If something isn't working for you, then change it. During these strange times, it's okay to be less productive than usual. We're all adjusting, so be gentle with yourself and make sure you carve out time in your schedule for you. For some people, sticking to a routine might help ease anxiety and help make them more productive, but for others, a routine might be very challenging and overwhelming during this time. All in all, we just want to tell you that anything you're doing right now is okay. We just want to make sure you're staying safe and healthy and taking care of yourself as best as you can.
Now it's your turn. We'd like to invite you to take our weekly challenge. Make your own weekly schedule. Try to make time for the 3 S's: school, social, and self. Here are some questions to think about as you plan your week. Number 1, what are your biggest priorities each week? Have they changed due to COVID-19? Number 2, what is one thing that you could schedule each week that would make you feel less stressed, happier, or more productive? And lastly, do you normally make a list or a schedule? Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week.